Yo, what's up, my men and women, my real estate exam ninjas? How you doing? Are you ready for another one? Because we got it. All right, I'm not going to waste your time. You know realestateexamninja.com, where we got the questions and the answers that you need to pass the exam. Let's get it popping. All right, numero uno. Personal property includes all of the following except. What do you guys think? Now, I don't know. It is. The key word is built in. Since the bookcase is attached, it is real property. Okay? So you guys know the difference between real property and personal property. A table sitting in the dining room, you can move that around. That's called personal property. You can take it with you. A built-in bookcase, if you leave the house, you ain't taking that. It's part of the property. You get what I'm saying? That is real property. Let's get it. Let's keep going. Okay, question 2. Jones, my big head's always in the way. How do I move it? Jones put his house on the market. Brown made a written purchase offer that Jones accepted in writing. When is the contract valid? All right, so think about this. When signatures are notarized, when the broker gets paid, when Brown is notified of the acceptance, or immediately. Okay. So it tells you right there, Brown made a written purchase offer and then the other person accepted it, and it's all in writing. Okay? What does that tell you? It means it's wrong. When Brown is notified of the acceptance. Acceptance of an offer must be communicated to the offer. Did you think I knew that? I got it wrong. But in my mind, I'm thinking immediately like they're together. Right? But yeah. So if you send me an offer, I sign it, you don't know it. You don't know if it's signed. So, yeah. Chris got it wrong. Let's do another one. Placing 2 or more units under common ownership for the purpose of increasing the value per unit is called what? What do you guys think? I'm trying to think of a good example of this one, and I can't. What do you guys think? All right, I'm just going to pick one. Plottage is common ownership of 2 or more units to make the value of the new combined property greater than the values of each individual lot. I'll tell you a good example of this. A family member actually did this. So we were working with Walmart, and we were trying to get them a piece of land where they could build not one of the super centers, but one of the smaller, what do you call those, neighborhood markets, right? And there was not a piece of land big enough. And so what do? You've got to get this person, you got to buy from this person, you got to buy from this person, all next to each other. And then when you own them all, you combine them, boom, hand it to Walmart, and you get that fat check, right? So there's a lot of value in that, because Walmart doesn't have the time and energy to do things like that. And you can do it for Target, tons of places. So keep that in mind if you're trying to make $1. Make you holla for $1. Let's keep going. Guys, I know I'm annoying. My girlfriend tells me I'm annoying all the time. If a person obtains a contract through duress, is that contract valid? If I put a gun to your head and say, Jimbo, sign it. You sign it, we go record the deed. Is that legal? Is that contract going to stand in court? I'm going to say no. But I've been wrong before. I'm wrong quite often, actually. But not this time. Not this time. You can't do that. You can't force somebody to do something. Lucy was contemplating opening a hardware store or a post office. Who wants to open a post office? Do you guys use the... Anyway, I'm sorry. She did not want to invest in a property with a high cap rate. This is not an easy one. Okay. She would probably want hardware store has more potential income. Post office is lower risk. Hardware store has more growth potential. The post office because it is less overhead. Okay, so a post office with a lease is going to be lower risk. Properties with high cap rates, they normally indicate more risk because the more risk you have, the more return you want on your money. Man, I'm trying to dumb this down, so if you guys are watching this and you're saying, oh, that's not all of it. Listen, we're studying for the real estate exam. We're not taking a commercial appraisal license test. So, I'm going to go with this one because this is lower risk, is a low cap rate, and a post office is, pretty, I would say that's a low cap rate property. But it's okay, correct. Lower risk, lower cap rate. I'm trying to think of a good example. So right now you can find, keep in mind treasury bills, like the government gives you a 5% return risk free. So in order to incentivize me to invest in real estate, I need at least double that, right? At least a 10%. I would never, a post office, maybe 8%, 9%. Now keep in mind, guys, this changes. So when you watch this video, interest rates and treasury bills may be something totally different. But that is outside the scope of this. Gosh, Chris, quit talking. A listing with an effective date of March 12th and expiring on April 12th is 4. I'm not even going to pretend. It's 1 month, but I don't know how many days that is. I think 31. It's not 37 or 32. It's not 28. I think it's 31. It's 32. Okay. Did you guys get that one right? I was thinking just 1 month, and I didn't know how many days March had in it. Maybe you do. I know February is 28. I digress. You got it right. I got it wrong. Okay. Land value is estimated on the basis of comparables, square footage, unit and price. Oh, this is easy. What do you guys think? You're not building something, so there's no cost. You can't do a cost approach. Square footage, okay, I could make a weak argument, but land value comes from the comparables. So it's like the sales comparison approach. Maybe some land you could do income approach, like farmland. So like if corn was, you could, I don't want to confuse you. I'm going to say sales comparison approach, comparables, right? Market data approach, which is known as the sales comparison approach, is the process of estimating value of property through examination and comparison of actual sales. Okay? Wow, I got a lot more there. I'm not reading all that. But you got it. And if you guys, get on the website, realestateexamninja.com. I'm going to make these videos and I'm going to keep pumping them out, and you're going to keep getting value because I love you. But if you guys really want to get serious about studying, you got to do this on your own. Not wait for some handsome stud like myself to make YouTube videos for you. All right, the purpose of an appraisal is to estimate the market value of a property, set the amount of earnest money the seller should accept from a purchaser, determine the projected income of a property, or set the market price of a property. So what is the purpose of an appraisal? So an appraisal, what is an appraisal? It's an opinion of value. So an opinion is, I would say, an estimate. We are estimating the property value. Okay? The market price, we can't do that. Only the market can do that. So I'm gonna guess it's right, but I don't know. I mean, I'm just an appraiser. I just appraised for 10 years. What do I know? I don't know everything. I've just invested in tons of real estate. I don't know, been doing in real estate for 20 something years. What do I know? In an appraisal, the appraiser estimates the market value of the property. Geez, I'm glad my girlfriend's not here because she would be making fun of me so bad. All right. I'm trying to move my big face around. Undue influence or duress applied to one party to a contract makes the contract. Didn't we just do this one? Did we do the same question? I think we did. And was it invalid or was it voidable? Under duress to one party, I'm going to say, I mean, it's all of these things, but it's definitely voidable. It's unenforceable as well. Okay. It's void. Maybe it's not so it's just void. Unenforceable would mean that it is a contract and it never turns into a contract. So the rights of ownership of real property do not include the right of what? Man, I don't remember this one. I think the rights of, disposition, control, exclusivity, compatibility. I don't remember this one, and this is a very basic one. I don't remember. I think it's compatibility, but if I get this wrong and you get this wrong, we're both not passing the real estate exam because this is like 101 stuff. Disposition, control, compatibility. It's correct. Man, I got nervous for a minute. Did you guys get nervous? Man. Okay. Gonna do a quick water break. Oh, by the way, do you know what fruit this is? I bet nobody watching this video knows what fruit this is. Take a quick look. Whoever gets this fruit right, I'm gonna give you a free access to the course. You gotta put it in the comments. I guarantee you nobody's going to get this. All right, I digress. Okay, next. A property owner's land is located along the banks of a river. The owner's water rights are called, what do you guys think? Littoral. I mean, how do you even pronounce this second word? Is this a real word? Man, how do I get this thing to stop moving and keep my face out of it? All right, I think it's this one, but, again, I'm not perfect. Let's see. Wow. I guess I am going to pass the exam. Riparian rights are common law rights granted owners of the land along the course of the river. Detailed information about the age, education, behavior, and other characteristics of members of a population is called... Okay, what do you guys think? I'm going to say that if we don't get this one, we have to go back to middle school. So what do you think? Are you going back to middle school? I'm not. But you might be. All right, next. An owner was building a house for himself. Due to personal preference, he decided not to put a bathtub in. This would result in, I'm going to give you a second to look at these and think about it. Is this functional obsolescence, external, physical deterioration, or social obsolescence? I guess if your friends make fun of you, it could be some social obsolescence. But nothing is deteriorated in this question. External obsolescence refers to, let's say that the military comes in and wants to test bombs like next to your property. So all night long you hear boom, boom, boom. That would be some external obsolescence because the value of your property is going down, but it's not your fault. So this would leave functional obsolescence, right? If everybody's got a bathtub except for this guy because of personal preference, that's functional obsolescence. Hope I explained that well. So poor design. Next, a contract based on an illegal consideration is, we've had a few like this. A contract is based on an illegal consideration is, I'm gonna guess it's void. Yeah, void's the only one that makes sense here, right? Right, it's not valid. There can't be a contract with illegal things. Like, if we go to court and you show the judge, hey, I have a contract with Chris to beat up my wife, and he didn't do it. What do you think the judge is going to say? Right? So it's void. I would never hit a woman, by the way. And I have not hit a man since college, which was 20 years ago. And I lost that fight. So even more reason why I'm not going to do it again. In the valuation of a property, which of the following approaches to value will an appraiser consider depreciation? All right. Like I said, I am an appraiser. So I already know. But you tell me, sales comparison approach, income, cost approach. The three approaches here. Forget this one. I'm going to pick a random one. Should I just pick one to get it wrong? If we're depreciating, right? Think about this. Here's the cost new. If we're trying to get the cost down to market value, this is what it cost to build 20 years ago, but we're valuing today. So what do we have to do? We have to depreciate it, right? Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you guys? I hope so. I hope I'm explaining this well. Oh. Next. Reconciliation is selecting the highest value given by the three approaches to value. No, we're not doing that. Comparing comparable properties and identifying their amenities. No, that is not. Determining the probability of the three methods used to determine the value. Yes-ish. Determining the final value by selecting one value from those. So this is tough for you guys because this is what appraisers do. So we take the cost approach, income approach, and the sales comparison approach, and we blend, right? So those all may be different values, and then we kind of blend those and form an opinion. It's not science. It's just opinions, very educated opinions at that. Appraisers, the difference between real estate agent education and appraiser education, you can't even imagine. I think it took me 4 years to get my appraiser license. And then another 2 years after that for the top tier level. So it's a lot of time. I think real estate agents, I think one of my students did it in, one guy had a crazy setup. I think he did it in 1 month. Everything. I don't even know how that's possible. Anyway, a house is purchased using a fixed rate, fully amortized mortgage loan. Which of the following statements is true regarding the mortgage? Each payment amount is the same. Okay, fixed rate, fully amortized. I think that's it. That's right. A balloon payment will be made at the end of the loan. No, balloon payments are not fixed rate, fully amortized loans. The principal amount in each payment is greater than the interest amount. That is false. So in an amortization loan, if you guys don't know this, you need to know this for your personal. When you buy a house on a 30-year loan, like the first 5 years, 7 years, you're doing nothing but paying interest on it. You guys need to look at an amortization schedule. It's crazy. You're basically just renting from the bank for the first 5 years. Anyway, each payment reduces the principal by the same amount. That's false. So each payment is the same, but the amount is different. So at first, year one, you're paying all interest. By the end of the loan, you're paying all principal. I hope that makes sense. So it's going to be this one. Each payment amount is the same. Correct. A developer ordered several truckloads of soil to be used in a new housing project for backfill. His most probable intended use would be? Man, I'm going to get this one wrong. I'm not a neighborhood developer. All right. So I'm going to guess. He could use it for septic tanks, but the most probable. Okay, the septic tank, the person that builds. I really want to get this right. This is kind of personal for me now. What do you guys think it is? So you could make arguments for all of these things, but a developer, soil is normally used to brace foundations. Housing for backfill. All right, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know this one. I think it's this one because you could use it for all of these. Okay, correct. I pass. But yeah, if you said one of the other ones, I would not say that you got it wrong. I would say that was not the best answer. And guys, the real estate exams like this, you're going to see these questions that will be like, well, it could be multiple, but what's the best? The type of easement granting a right-of-way for a utility company power lines is what? Read those. I'm tired of talking. If you guys watch my other videos, you know by question 20, my voice is gone. All right. I'm going to close my eyes and pick one. This one. Is it right? It is. I really did just randomly do that too. So the type of easement granting, okay, why is it running away from me? The type of easement granting a right-of-way for a utility company power line is easement and gross. Easements and gross are individual rights to use someone's land, as in this case by a utility company. Okay. You got to know all the easements. Sorry. Part of it. All right. Next, and I think this is our final question. Let me see if I can. Man, something just happened. Let me see if I can make this a little bit smaller. Oh! Sorry. Jones goes into a restaurant and orders lunch. At the end of the meal, he is legally obligated to pay the check. I don't know. Sounds kind of common sense. Yeah. Yes, what? But yes, but only if Jones is a legal adult. I don't think that's the case. No, because Jones did not promise to pay. Yes, because ordering Jones entered an implied contract to pay for his meal. What do you guys think? A valid contract can be implied by the action of both parties. All right, guys. I hope this was helpful. If you want more of these and you like these questions and you want to just nail this freaking real estate exam, check us out at realestateexamninja.com.